than Trump. Leading off our discussion tonight is Democratic Senator Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island. He's a member of the Senate Finance Committee, the Judiciary Committee, and the Budget Committee. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Senator. I know you were at the Senate Finance Committee hearing today, and you made some very good points, especially about small business. But what I wanted to show viewers tonight was exclusively what the Republicans had to say. I thought that was so important about what is becoming now this observable fracture in the Republican Party. Donald Trump finally has some Republican senators voicing opposition, questions, challenges to his policy.
Yeah, I think it's not the first time. I mean, we saw a faction of the Republican Party get very unhappy about Trump when he mobbed up with Putin and took the side of the mobster Putin against the freedom fighters in Ukraine. That was not a great moment. And nominee after nominee after nominee, Republicans have been bullied into supporting incompetents and oddballs. And, you know, that builds up. And there's been an awful lot of political pressure applied that has not been very well organized or thoughtful to ram through the reconciliation bill, the budget bill that they're working on now. And then on top of it all, boom, come these really poorly thought through tariffs. And the next thing you know, $6 trillion gone from the market, which gets CEOs' attention. And so they're on the phone saying, what the hell is going on? And I think the, Lucy, you got some explaining to do moment is really here. And it's creating a lot of pressure within the Republican caucus and between the Republican caucus and the White House. And as you pointed out, even within the White House with the Musk-Navarro feud erupting into plain sight.
Yeah, and finally, Elon Musk agrees with Chuck Schumer about something. Senator Schumer said today, this guy Navarro, he is absolutely out of his mind about what tariffs are and what they do and how harmful they are with the American people. You gave some examples at the Finance Committee hearing today about how small businesses are in the indirect targeting area of the Trump tariffs and how they are hurt.
Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, if you're a giant conglomerate and you can manage your way or shift your product lines or send in your lobbyists to go get an exemption from Trump, you can work your way through this. It may be bad for business. It may be annoying to have to be subject to such a stupid tariff regime, but you can work your way through. But a lot of small businesses do one thing, and they do it very well, and that's why they succeed. And very often, the one thing that they do requires a supply of something from another country, or they're making it in America, but they're selling it to another country. We have a company in Rhode Island that makes laces for boots in China because they're a really good lace maker. So when you have a small business and that is what they do, and these tariffs blow it up, that small business has no place to go. They just take the punch full in the face, and they have to go out of business. And I think that we will see in the coming months story after story after story from small states, many of them along the northern border, where trade with Canada is so affected by these tariffs. And you're going to see these human interest stories of small businesses that have been very successful, kept, family businesses going, kept workforce in place, and they're just going to have to go bust. And there's no program whatsoever to help them out.
Senator, I want to get your reaction to the breaking news of this hour of the acting IRS commissioner resigning because of the Trump order to share IRS tax filing information with ICE.
Well, this is part of the corruption, the infiltration, the politicization of the IRS that Trump and his cronies are trying to accomplish. First of all, they want to knock it down as much as possible so that there are as few people as possible who could look into and audit the complex tax returns of billionaires. There was a time when they did more audits of poor people in Mississippi than they did of billionaires. And they would love to go back to those days where you do a tax audit because it's easy, because the small local person who's easy to audit is where you go, because you don't have the muscle to go and take on the billionaire and their accountants and their lawyers, and they're the ones who are the big cheats and dodgers. So knocking it down is very important. And then also turning what remains into a political weapon so that you can go after immigrants or Democrats or people in blue states or whatever it is the other piece of the puzzle. And it's a very dangerous abuse of the IRS.
Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, thank you very much for starting off our discussions tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. And coming up, our next guest, Harvard economist Jason Furman, who served as an economic advisor to President Obama, says that the damage Donald Trump has already done to